You know, in this industry, new does not always mean better. We have all walked past fantastic legendary hunting rifles sitting in the back of the pawn shop, overshadowed by marketing hype and the next big polymer wonder weapon. But I am seeing a trend lately, and frankly, I love it. Hunters are finally rediscovering what real craftsmanship feels like. They are digging out these classics and realizing the reliability and raw accuracy are still top tier. Today, we are counting down 5 rifles that were never truly forgotten. They were just waiting for their turn to speak again. Rifles that prove old-school engineering still puts meat in the freezer. Number 5. The Remington Model 760 Game Master. Coming in at number 5 is the Remington Model 760 Game Master. This is a classic pump-action rifle straight out of the 1950s. It chambered serious cartridges like the 30-06, and for guys hunting whitetail in the thick woods of Pennsylvania, it was the absolute go-to. It got overshadowed by bolt actions for a long time, but let me tell you, it is roaring back. Why? Because that smooth pump action is fast. In wet, muddy hunts where a quick follow-up shot is everything, this platform just works. Collectors and new hunters are snatching them up. They love the lightweight build. We are talking about 7.5 pounds with a 22-inch barrel. That is a package that balances speed and still gives you plenty of accuracy out to 200 yards. In today's world of high-tech carbon fiber, this old-school pump is a reminder that simple, robust mechanics win in the field. It is tough. You can find them used for under $600, and you can maintain it without a special toolkit. It is a piece of post-war hunting history. And with ammo prices being what they are, it is a smart, budget-savvy choice for an all-rounder. Varmint's big game, it will handle it all. That woodstock just feels right on a cold morning. And the crossbolt safety is positive and secure while you are trekking. We always said it is like a trusty old dog, loyal and always ready to work. But it is not perfect. That pump can feel a little clunky after a long day on the stand. And finding new parts is getting tougher, as Remington's focus has shifted over the years. Still, the forums are buzzing. Guys are pulling these out of storage and dropping trophy bucks decades later. Pros first, that smooth pump action. It lets you get a fast second shot on moving game, and it will not jam up in the rain. Second, the lightweight design. At 7.5 pounds, it is easy to carry all day in rough terrain. Third, affordable used prices. Around $500, it is a great way for beginners to get into quality hunting gear. Fourth, reliable feeding. It eats various cartridges like 243 or 308, handling different types of hunts. Cons. First, the plastic trigger guard on some later models. It just feels cheap, and I have seen them crack under heavy use. Second, limited aftermarket parts. This slows down any custom upgrades you might want to do. Third, recoil can be sharp, especially in the heavier calibers if you do not have a good recoil pad installed. Fourth, the barrel heats up fast. If you are firing rapidly, it will affect your follow-up accuracy. Number 4. Savage Model 99. Number 4. The Savage Model 99. Man, this one changed the game. Back in the late 1800s, this was one of the first lever actions that could handle smokeless powder like the .303 Savage round. It gave hunters a real edge. It had an internal hammer and a box magazine that dropped empty shells straight down and out. This lever gun definitely faded during the bolt-action era, but it is staging a huge return. It is finding favor with fans of quick-handling rifles perfect for brush deer hunts. That is where a lever action shines. You get that cowboy vibe, but also incredible pointability. Weighing just 6.5 to 8 pounds, often with a 20 to 22-inch octagon barrel, it is a joy to swing through a thicket. It delivers solid hits at 150 yards whether you are using iron sights or a scope. Used prices from $800 to $1,200 make it a steal for what you are getting. That action is buttery smooth. It cycles like a clock even with gloves on in a fall chill. Vintage guys are restoring them, and modern reloaders are tweaking loads for flat trajectories on elk trails. That rotary magazine holds 5 rounds safely. This was a big deal. It avoided the tube-fed issues with pointed bullets. And the takedown feature? It lets you pack it in a backpack for remote spots. You hear the stories from old hunting camps praising this rifle for feeding families during hard times. And now it is all over YouTube, noted for that perfect blend of history and field-grade toughness. Look, it is not a bench rest rig, but for real-world work in the woods, the Model 99 feels alive again. Pros 1, the lever action cycles lightning fast. perfect for close-range shots on flushing game. 2. That internal hammer. It prevents snags on brush when you are swinging the rifle. 3. The box magazine. It ejects empties cleanly and it is easy to top off on the move. 4. The takedown design. It breaks down for travel fits in small cases or packs. Cons. 1. The lever can pinch your fingers. You have got to grip it right during quick cycling. 2. Those beautiful wood stocks can warp, especially in extreme humidity if you do not care for them properly. 3. The sights are basic. If you want to scope it, it often requires custom mounts that add weight. 4. Older models lack modern sling swivels. You will need an aftermarket fix for that. Number 3. Ruger M77 Tang Safety. Number 3. The Ruger M77, specifically the Tang Safety models. Launched in the 1970s, this rifle brought Mauser-style controls to American hunters. The key was its rear Tang safety. It lets you keep your eyes on the target while your thumb flips it off for an instant shot. This bolt-action beauty chambered in calibers like .270 Winchester did dip in popularity for a bit, but now it is exploding back. It is a collector's dream and a field workhorse mainly thanks to its controlled round feed. It grabs cartridges flawlessly from the magazine. At 7 to 8 pounds with a 24-inch barrel, it shoulders smoothly perfect for still hunting whitetails at dawn. It can group tight at 300 yards with good match ammo. You can find used ones for $700 to $1,000. It is drawing in shooters who value Ruger's no-nonsense bomb-proof build over some of the flashy imports. That walnut stock, it wears battle scars like badges of honor. And the 3-position safety, it locks the bolt for a safe carry. The reborn interest is coming from all over. You hear podcast stories of M77s bagging moose in the Alaskan backcountry where absolute reliability trumps everything else. This is a rifle that teaches patience one deliberate clean trigger pull at a time. The forums light up with tips on betting the action for sub-MOA precision. It might lack the bling of a new carbon fiber rig, but that Tang safety feels intuitive. It is like an extension of your hand, making it a smart pick for guides or for passing down gear to your kids. Pros first, that Tang safety. It allows for quick target acquisition without breaking your cheek weld. Second, the controlled round feed. This prevents double feeds, especially in dusty, gritty field conditions. Third, the robust Mauser extractor claw. It holds the brass tight for positive, reliable extraction every time. 4. The integral scope rings. They mount optics securely right to the receiver without needing extra hardware. Cons. 1. The bolt lift. It can be stiff on early models until it is broken in over hundreds of rounds. 2. The magazine floor plate. I have seen them rattle loose on bumpy ATV rides if you are not careful. 3. The heavy trigger pull. It is often around 5 pounds and really needs adjustment for fine shooting. 4. The blued finish. It is classic, but it scratches easily on rocks during a crawl. Number 2. Winchester Model 70 Pre-64. Alright, number 2, the Winchester Model 70, the Pre-64. This is the gold standard of American bolt actions. Born in 1936, it had that legendary claw extractor and a free-floated barrel that made it a sniper's choice in World War II before it completely dominated post-war hunting. This icon did slip behind some mass-produced rivals for a time, but it is surging in value and in use. Collectors are hunting down the featherweights chambered in .30-06 for their 6.5-pound swing weight, perfect for mountain sheep chases. The 22 to 26-inch sporter barrel delivers laser-like accuracy out to 400 yards. Restored examples are fetching $1,200 to $1,500, and up for that buttery smooth Mauser action that cycles like poetry. This is the rifle your grandpa swore by for one-shot elk kills. And now you see millennials restoring them, putting on a modern scope for ethical, low-recoil pursuits. That checkered walnut, it grips like a firm handshake. The knurled bolt handle, it spins open easily, even with gloves on in the snow. You see community shoots celebrating its legacy, sharing how these Pre-64s have outlasted every fad. They are proof that real craftsmanship endures. Now, are there drawbacks? Sure. It can be picky with cheap ammo, but that is a small price to pay. This is a piece of American grit that feels personal, not just factory fresh. Pros 1. The claw extractor. It grips the rim securely for flawless chambering and extraction anytime, anywhere. 2. The free-floated barrel. This allows it to be tuned for exceptional accuracy, especially with hand loads. 3. The featherweight version. At 6.5 pounds, it excels in steep terrain climbs. 4. The timeless walnut stock. It enhances balance and absorbs recoil naturally. Cons. 1. Pre-1964 parts. They are pricey and they are hard to source for repairs. 2. The collector market. It has driven prices high, making this a serious investment, not a beater rifle. 3. The magazine. It holds only 3 rounds in standard calibers, limiting your capacity. 4. The bluing. It wears to a patina quickly, especially in salty coastal air. Number 1 Remington Model 788, and our number 1 rifle that is making a huge comeback, the Remington Model 788. This was a short-run bolt action from 1967 to 1980. It packed a punch in calibers like .243 and .308 with a push-feed bolt that prioritized affordability for the working-class hunter. It was completely eclipsed by the 700 series, but it is rebounding hard as a sleeper hit for varmint control and as an intro rifle for youth. It has a compact 20-inch barrel and a 6.75-pound heft that kids can handle easily on a rabbit hunt. This rifle is known for grouping under 1.5 inches at 100 yards right out of the box. That makes it a budget precision tool. Used prices can dip to $400, perfect for filling the safe without breaking the bank. Its blind magazine means no floor plate, which avoids snags and keeps snow out. The crossbolt safety clicks confidently, perfect for trail walks. The revive buzz is coming from surplus finds at gun shows. You hear owners recounting how they dropped coyotes at dusk with iron sights alone. It is unpretentious, just steel and walnut that shrugs off drops. It really embodies that built-to-last ethos which is so rare in today's plastic wonders. Now critics will note the trigger's creep, and they are right. But a $20 stone and some elbow grease fixes that, unlocking its hidden potential for paper punching on Saturdays. Pros: 1. That compact barrel. It suits tight blinds or youth shooters perfectly. 2. The affordable entry price. $400 used for quality American steel is a fantastic deal. 3. The blind magazine design. It prevents dirt and gunk from building up, making field strips simple. 4. The smooth bolt throw. It cycles fast for reactive pest control. Cons. 1. The push feed system. It can occasionally stovepipe, especially with soft point bullets. 2. The factory trigger. It has significant creep and it demands a gunsmith tweak or a home job to get it right. 3. Limited production. This means scarce original accessories online or at shows. 4. The rear sight zero. I have seen it drift after heavy recoil sessions. So there you have it. 5 rifles that refuse to stay forgotten. Whether it is their raw accuracy, their rock-solid design, or just sheer nostalgia, these classics are winning back hunters everywhere. Which one would you bring back into the field? Drop your pick in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We have got more deep dives into hunting history and rifle legends coming. Stay safe, hunt smart, and I will see you in the next one.